Suppose we have a function that is defined in pieces. In this way, f of x will be defined as minus x plus 2 if x is less than or equal to minus 2. It'll be defined as just x if x is between minus 2 and 3, including 3, but not including 2 in this part, or minus 2 rather, and including minus 2 in this part. And then minus x plus 1 if x is greater than 3, not including 3 here because we've included it here. So if we think about this, basically broken the domain up into 3 parts. We have a part where x is less than negative 2, and I'm just going to put a little dotted line right here to separate this region back here where x is less than negative 2 from everything else. And then we have a part between where x is minus 2 and x is 3. So I'm going to put a little dotted line here to separate the minus 2 to 3 part from the rest. And then we have a part where x is greater than 3. Now we could make ourselves a little t-chart here. We know that this is linear, minus x plus 2. And back in this region here, where x is less than or equal to minus 2, we're going to put those kinds of values in this t-chart, where x is less than or equal to minus 2. And what we're going to do then to find the y values is put minus x plus 2 here for y, and that's what we'll do. We'll do the opposite value of x and then add 2 to that. So like for instance, if x was minus 3 or minus 2, those values are both less than or equal to minus 2, then the y value would be 5 if x is minus 3, and 4 if x was minus 2. So we have the dot minus 3, 5, and we have the dot minus 2, 4. And then we have a line here. And then we have this part here between where x is minus 2 and 3, and that is, those values are found by just matching the x value. So right in here, where x is between minus 2 and 3, the y value will just be x. So if x is, say, minus 1 or 0, then the y value will be minus 1 or 0. We'd have a dot at minus 1, a dot at 0, 0, a dot at 1, 1, and we'd have this going on here. All the way up to where x is 3, we'd have a dot actually at 3, 3. Draw my line a little better here. And then it would continue back here until I got to where x was minus 2, and I'd actually have to have an open hole there because we're not including that in this part of the graph. Actually, the function value when x is minus 2 is 4 because we have a filled in dot here and we don't want to violate the definition of a function. Then this last part here would be where x is greater than 3. So doing the same thing, making ourselves a little t-chart here. When x is bigger than 3, y is minus x plus 1. So if we put values of, say, 4 or 5 in here, then y would be Minus 4 plus 1 is minus 3. Minus 5 plus 1 is minus 4. And we could graph those dots. So we would have 4 minus 3, dot here, and 5 minus 4, dot here, and just like we expect, we have this line happening here that would continue on in this direction forever. And then as we go up to this direction though, in this direction, we're going to actually meet where the graph changes, and we'd again have to have an open hole here because the filled in dot is there.